Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Esli from inkeandthebrain and I have another rewind plan with me. This is going to be for March 9th through, let's see, I have my notes here, through the 14th. This was a rough week, y'all. I'm just going to start with that. This was a rough week. This is when we had, this was the week that Luis and I decided to kind of self-quarantine, and this is kind of when things started getting bad, at least in our area and in my mind, I guess. It was just mentally, emotionally a very, very rough week. So I just want to kind of say that right off the bat because I know that I'm going to be talking a lot about, you know, my feelings that week. So I found this kit in my stack or you know, kind of a stockpile, I guess you could say, of kits. It says My Queen Bee Designs. I know for a fact that I have not ordered from them since like probably 2016. And I think I remember this being like a freebie, like a free gift with purchase. I think I purchased from them like when they were having some kind of like those big collab sales. And this has just been sitting in here. I love this artwork, and I never used it. So this says, sometimes we need a fantasy to survive the reality. And I just thought, how appropriate is that right now? So I just decided to use this. Actually just realized I need to pull out some glitter headers, so I'm gonna go ahead and find those. I did pull out this washi from Simply Gilded so that I could pull that if necessary. This is one with rose gold detail on it. And then I have some date covers from Sweet Bella XOXO. I'm going to be pulling in this. They both would work, like both these two colors, so I don't know. We'll see, depending, I guess, on what I find for glitter headers. So, and then also I'm just going to cut this down. I'm definitely going to have to use both of these pieces, but this is going to be a little bit too tall. I'm pretty sure this was meant for like maybe a personal planner. I don't even know, y'all. This is so old. I'll cut this down and then I'll be right back to get started. Alright, y'all, so I am going to start off by twisting y'all a bit, like always. Zoom y'all in. So I decided to go, these are from my shop, with this kind of pinky colored. I think that matches really well with the pink in the bottom washi, and that way it's not like too much purple at the top. And I think I'm going to go with the lighter purple, but we shall see in a second. And I did cut this down, so I just cut this down with, where'd it go? The Fiskars. Let me zoom y'all out a bit so y'all can see. This is just like the paper slicer. Now, if you're gonna go to buy one, I would recommend the one that has, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but there's a little wire right here. You can probably hear it if I like. So there's a little wire on this part, and so it'll show you exactly where it's going to cut. Now, one kind of trick is you want to see where the blade is, like what side of the wire the blade is in. So then you want to make sure you're lining up the wire, knowing that your blade is going to cut right next to that, either on the left or right, depending on, you know, where your specific blade is in relation to that wire. So, but I really recommend this paper cutter. The one I use all of the time for like a million different things, like just crafting and planning and general things I have to cut. I'll link it below. I'm pretty sure I got it on Amazon, but I'm sure you can find it also, like, you know, at like Target and things like that. Not that, oh, I'm not going out. I don't know, are y'all going out too? I know that Target is still open. I miss like just walking around Target so badly. I missed Ross. What stores do y'all miss? And are y'all still going to some stores? I mean, I know that Target is technically still open. I know I could go if I wanted, you know, if I really wanted to, but I have done Target like pickup a couple of times. That's actually really nice. Like, that's a lot more convenient than I thought it would be. So is the Walmart one. Luis and I had never done the Walmart one, and honestly, like, from the Target and Walmart, I would much rather do the Walmart pickup, because the Target pickup, Well, actually wasn't me that went to pick it up, it was Luis, but you know, I ordered the stuff. But he told me that, like, you know, they came out to the car and, you know, they asked him like where to put the stuff. He popped the trunk, and, you know, asked them to put the things in the trunk, which is normal. I feel like that's what we do with any other pickup we've done. But then they asked him to get out of the car to close the trunk, which I thought was really weird because, like, I feel like isn't the whole point of the pickup that you have, like, you know, that you don't have to get out of your car and that you don't have like any kind of contact? I just thought that was really strange. And I don't know if like that's normal. I don't know if maybe that employee was just like not being nice or if that's just their policy. But Luis was not like, I mean, Luis doesn't really care that much, but he just thought it was weird. I thought that was kind of rude. Like, I was very unhappy that he had to do that. But I mean, you know, it's not like it's a big deal. You just have to close your trunk. But compared to, you know, if that is the case, if that's always going to be what happens, then I would probably just do Walmart pickup. The Walmart pickup where like people were on it. The last time that we went, which is the only time we've gone, the guy was, I mean, like, you check in on the app so it like tracks you and it knows when you're gonna get there. So the guy was already outside with our stuff. He, like, it was just super fast, like super fast, super convenient. It was just like the fastest pickup we've ever done, and we were both pretty impressed with that because they were like packed. And you know, you can imagine, like, that's got to get confusing for the employees and things. So the fact that they were like that, like, you know, they were on it completely, that was really cool. All right, so I decided to go with the lighter ones, as you can see. I do have these date dots. These are leftover from an old kit from my shop. And I just thought pulling in a little bit of the blue would be pretty because there are a lot of kind of blue elements throughout the kit. So let's see, what day did I say this was? The 9th. So Monday, starting with the 9th. This was, like I was saying, the week that Luis and I decided to, you know, that was it for us. We weren't going to go anywhere. Our city did not declare like a stay-at-home order kind of thing until pretty much the end of March, if I remember correctly. I have it written down somewhere, but I mean, it was a while. Like, we were kind of like self-quarantining before they had closed any of the shops or anything like that. I do want to say, I know there's a lot of different opinions with, you know, everything going on. I know that some people don't agree with the whole quarantining thing, and I'm not, like, you know, it is what it is. Everybody can do whatever it is they want, I guess, as long as it's legal. We are choosing to quarantine ourselves as much as we can because, as y'all know, I'm pregnant, and also I have like a disease that suppresses my immune system as well. So, you know, we just we have to be really careful. Anyway, so Monday this was the last day we went out to eat. I really was craving Bill Miller's this day, which is a local food or local restaurant. And we actually, first I'm going to mark that we went to physical therapy this day. That was my last day going to physical therapy, which is so unfortunate. Luis and I were going to, in case you're not aware, we were both going to physical therapy because we were in a car accident earlier in January this year. And messed up our backs pretty badly, unfortunately. So we were in physical therapy up until it no longer felt safe to go. Otherwise, we would have continued going. My back desperately wishes that I was still going. But, you know, we chose to not continue with our physical therapy just for you know, for our own safety and just being cautious. So then I'm gonna mark down, we went to Bill Miller's. I have this little sampler sheet from Sadie Stickers. It is rose gold foil, and it has a little like fork and knife here. So I figured I could use this. And then we did pick up groceries this day, so I'm just gonna mark that down with, I think I'm gonna use this like darker purpley color little grocery bag. I'm not gonna put a box down for this one. All right, so that was Monday. Tuesday, oh my goodness gracious, Tuesday was so frustrating because my printer decided to just be like, I'm done today. Like my shop printer, my, you know, printer that I print kits with. And I was disgruntled, I guess you could say. I was very, very upset. Luis was at work, and I could not get it to work. And anytime I have any issues with like electronics, I am like the worst, y'all. Like the worst at any kind of electronic thing. Like it's just not my thing. I'm gonna use this little like dramatic girl from Paper Dove Shop. I do have two of these little ones left, but I'm going to use this kind of medium size. It is a little bit large, but just because it was such a big deal to me. You know, he was at work, and when he got home, or like I messaged him and I was like, hey, the printer's not working, and he was like, don't worry about it, like it'll be fine, like once I get home I'll figure it out. And of course he comes home and he's like messing with it and messing with it and messing with it, and he cannot get it to work. And I was so like, I lost my mind, because I was like, this is my, you know, it's my shop printer, like it's part of my livelihood. So I was not happy about it. I am gonna pull in this box here. This is kind of from a little leftover thing from Art Box Stickers. It has some stars on it. I'm gonna cover them up. I'm gonna mark here that we went to Best Buy and Michael's just to see if I could buy, well, not Michael's, I don't know why we ended up at Michael's, but just to see if there was a, you know, something I could buy. I don't think I took out anything for shopping. Let me see. Oh, look at the Target ones. That's so sad. Okay, so I'm going to use this little, I'll use this purple one. To mark down, we went to Target and Michael's. Or not Target. I wish we would have gone to Target that day. Went to Best Buy and Michael's, and to try to get a new printer. And then that night, so funny, because all I could think about that day was pancakes. So I'm gonna take a little pancake sticker. This is an oops sheet. This is not foiled very well at all from my shop. I just have it in like my oops pile, but I'm just gonna use this anyway because I couldn't, I like for some reason don't have the rose gold foiled pancakes in like my own collection, so I grabbed one from the oopsie pile. All right, and then Wednesday I don't have anything really for Wednesday other than this was the day we decided to start our own quarantine. So Luis and I have not done really anything aside from things we've had to do, you know, like he had one more physical therapy type appointment that he couldn't miss because it was one of his shots, and he's also gone a couple of times to our grocery store because now we're able to do pickup again, but for a while there our pickup, like, you had to schedule your grocery pickup 2 weeks ahead of time in order for you to be able to get pickup. And then whenever you did get it, it was like half the stuff they wouldn't actually include, you know, because they would be out of stock. So for a while he was having to go into the stores. Now it looks like things have leveled out a bit to where we can do the grocery pickup again. So hopefully that continues to be the case. All right, and then let's see. We have, so Thursday, and I'm gonna need to use maybe this as like a partial box down here because I'm running out of boxes. There's only this one and this one left. And honestly, I don't have very much to mark on most of these days because especially once we started like our own quarantine thing, I mean, it was just like be at home. So I'm gonna put this one down here, and all I did this day was work. So I'm going to take this little character from Artbox Stickers. It's a little girl on her laptop. And I'm going to put her down here. This is going to look so weird though, like this big old blue space. It's fine. I guess it'll be fine. Okay, and then Friday, I uploaded a video that day. Very exciting. That was the last video that I uploaded basically until I did my pregnancy announcement. Yeah, I took quite a big break there. So let's see, I have a little YouTube icon, and this was on Friday. So Luis and I decided to like self-quarantine on the 11th, and then Friday the 13th was actually like the first reported case of the virus here in San Antonio. And well, we technically already had people that had it in the city, but they were on a military base. So y'all know a lot of I'm sure y'all saw in the news, some of the people that were on some of those like cruise ships that got stranded, or you know, that there was like a big kind of outbreak in the ships. Like 100 of those, or I don't remember how many people, ended up coming to San Antonio. Like they were transported to San Antonio, and they were put in like they were taken to one of the military bases here, and that was a lot of people like in the city were like really upset about it. And then a lot more people got more upset about it because they accidentally let someone out. I don't know if it was really accidentally, like they just thought that it was a lady, so they thought that she did not have the virus because her test had come back negative, but then they didn't wait for the full results. So then whenever they did get the full results, they realized that she was actually positive for the virus, and they had already like let her out of the military base. So she went to the mall, she went to the food court at the mall, she went like obviously to like the hotel she was staying in, and she, you know, we like nobody really knows like where she was, you know, exactly where she was. So people in the city got upset, as you can imagine, and it was a huge deal here in San Antonio. Sorry, I'm like jabbing and totally not even doing anything down here. I'm gonna cut this so that I have a bit of a more of a like space covered here, and then so I don't really have much to write for this day. So yeah, people were understandably very, very upset. I mean, I was just like, my mind was, I was like, really, y'all? Like, you would think it would just make common sense to like, you know, wait for all the test results before you let someone go out. Or maybe if you're gonna go out, maybe tell them like, hey, don't go to the mall. Like, don't go to the most populated place. maybe just go chill in your hotel until we're sure. I don't know, you know, something. But nope, they were just like, bye. So we technically had, what I was getting at is we had cases of the virus in San Antonio, but none of them were like originated in San Antonio, right? So that's what they were saying, like, you know, it wasn't, everyone was quarantined on the military base. Well, then that happened. I don't remember what day that happened. It wasn't, I think it might have been like the week before or something. I don't even remember. And then we got our first confirmed case on Friday the 13th of March. But they were saying like, oh, it's travel related. And that was like literally the excuse for every single like case. At first, everything they were just blaming on like travel related. Even if like technically these people weren't traveling, like it's like, oh, they left town to like go to the next town over. You know, like it wasn't really like travel. And they were just, I think they were just trying to do that, like maybe to keep people in the city calm. But, you know, whatever. Now, all of that doesn't really matter because it's obviously everywhere now, so. But anyway, so this day I uploaded a video, and then I wanted to mark down the first case, like the first confirmed San Antonio case, and then all I really did on this day, aside from that, was again try to just get some work done. Where did I just leave those? I already lost them. I get so annoyed with myself, like I just used these and now I can't find them. This always happens. Alright, since I literally can't find them, I don't know where they went, even though they're just here. I'm going to use this little laptop from the Sadie sticker sampler just to mark. Again, all I really did that day was get some more work done. And then down here was the first case, so I don't actually have like a sticker for that. I don't really know what to put for that, so I was just gonna mark it down. It just seems weird to put, I don't know, I can't figure out what to put there. And then down here, I did want to mark just down, like I literally was just a mess this day, and I have this sticker, it says head feels like a mess, and if that's not like the most appropriate sticker of all time. I'm gonna kind of put this in the center, like top center. That way I still have like a little space to write something down here. And then on Sunday, the only thing, literally only thing I have written down is that I was having a lot of trouble sleeping. So that's all I can mark. I just put the weekend banner really just to take up space, because, I mean, like I said, it's not necessarily that it was an uneventful weekend, I just don't have much written down. Literally, I was going through all of my, like my planner, and I go through my journal and my gratitude journal and things like that, like to figure out, I'm like trying to piece together what I was doing these days. And on these days, like these 3 days, I literally wrote blank hit the fan. That's all I have written in any of my things. So that kind of tells you where my brain was at. So let's see, I have pulled out this sticker again from Once More with Love. Almost done with the sheet, and we have this one here, so I'm just gonna put it down here in the bottom, and I'll just write can't sleep. And I did also pull out this upload script sticker just so I don't have to write it, so I'm gonna put upload. I really don't like that this is blank here, but I don't know what to do about that. Alright, so I'm gonna pull this up, and I'm going to, I found this other, I guess it was like a freebie that came with it. I still had it in there. And it's the same pattern, so I figured I could kind of stack some of those here and then cut this down to use as my like word of the week over here. That would just make more sense, I think. So I'm actually gonna pull up this sticker and I'm gonna put some of these like larger pieces of washi here. It's kind of a lot of this pattern, which I didn't really want, but it's okay. It'll be all right. Me to myself every day. Anybody else? I'm just like, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Okay. All right, and then I'll put the little sticker down again. There we go. And then this I'm going to cut down this doesn't even like have to be straight or anything. You know what I'm thinking though, because it's like curling a lot, I don't even know if it's gonna stick. This is a matte paper, like just regular matte, which has never been my favorite. I know a lot of people really like it because it's so easy to pull up and such, which I mean, I do like that, but I've just never liked the way it looks. It's just not been my favorite. But it looks like it's still sticking. Okay, so now I have my box here and I'll write my word of the week. All right, so let me go ahead and fill this in and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so here it is all filled out. I am gonna zoom y'all in so you can get a closer look. I chose the word uncertainty for this week because I feel like that pretty much perfectly applies to my brain this week of March 9th, and I know it was a rough week for a lot of people. So that is it all filled in. I had to like semi-white out right here so you can see that little bit of white, and then I totally forgot to mark my weeks, so I just put 8 weeks, and I put, because my like change date is on a Friday. But that is it for this week. I actually think this turned out really beautifully. I love purple, so I just, you know, the combination of these colors, like this really pretty blue with the purple and the pinks, just to me is really appealing. But anyway, that is going to be it for this video. I did want to mention my goal, fingers crossed y'all, fingers crossed, is that I want to be uploading 2 Rewind Plan With Me's per a week until I get caught up. So look out for a new Rewind Plan With Me every Wednesday and let me look at my Saturday. So that's the goal right now, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Lots of other videos in between that, and then lots of vlogs are still continuing. Also going to be doing pregnancy updates. I mentioned I'm going to start like a cleaning organizing series, so keep an eye out for that. And anyway, that is going to be it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it, and thank you all so much for watching. Take care, y'all. Bye bye.